tonight we have the privilege of catching up with the former captain of the Azkals and of course the owner of AB Well and, well, in my opinion at least, one of the best defenders of all time in the local football scene. Aly Borromeo, thank you so much for accepting our invite, and of course, welcome to the Scorecard.
Anytime. Thanks so much for having me, man. What a experience. I miss the interviews actually. It's been a while.
So Ali, being the former captain of the Azkals, maybe you can share a little bit about your most memorable and favorite moments that you had with the team back then.
Well, I think the Miracle of Hanoi, this is December 2010, was one of the games that paved the way for Philippine football in the country. And we were the underdogs. No one expected us to beat the hosts, Vietnam, in front of 40,000 people. So that really changed the face of Philippine football here.
And that was your most memorable with the team because?
I would say yes, but also the fact that it was building up to the game, actually. You know, being together with the Filipinos, the regular guys from the Army, Air Force, and Navy, and also the foreigners. So the experience behind the scenes, jiving everyone together, being congruent, getting that competitive nature. And you know, we had nothing to lose that time. We just played for the hearts and pride of the country and for our fans back home.
Yeah, and how was the dynamic of the whole Azkal team back then?
I think it was more for the experience, you know, like being together as a team. We tend to take it for granted, like traveling and playing in these games. You know, because growing up as athletes, we just think about the game every day. We just wake up and think about winning or losing. But looking back, staying in these third world countries, and we had no support back then, no funds, no sponsors. Well, that's the main reason why actually we're called the Azkals. Not because we're a bunch of half-breeds, but it's because we're like street dogs roaming around looking for scraps and supporters.
And still being able to survive.
Exactly. So when people mess with us, we bite back harder.
Okay, so Ali, what is the most valuable lesson that you have learned in football that you have brought into all other aspects of your life?
Wow, everything about the game. You know, growing up, waking up every day as a kid, just thinking about the game, not realizing what's outside the game, where you are, your presence, your feelings, your emotions. We just think about winning and losing. That's how you win games. That's how you make championships happen. You know, the team has to be cohesive together. Everyone has to be in the same goal, same path. And yeah, that's how you achieve your goal in mind.
And how were you able to bring this school of thought into the rest of your life?
I think that it complements in many pathways in life. You know, like for example in business, if you're a CEO and you're the captain on the pitch like I was, the transition makes it a lot easier. My story being the captain of the team, I never wanted to be the captain. I was never the most vocal player. But I actually injured my own captain going up for a header against Thailand. So I broke his nose.
So that's how you became captain?
That's how I became captain. And I was 21 years old then. From then on since, that made me a captain on the pitch and off the pitch in every aspect of life.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of being a captain, Ali, how has being a captain of the national football team changed the course of your life even after when you retired?
Oh, a lot. Like, you know, it's for me, it's the respect. Like I'm not very in touch with football these days anymore, but I still help out the players off the pitch. But like the recovery is huge, you know, like just from sleep, nutrition, strength and conditioning. It's all goes hand in hand.
How do you still stay connected to football even if you're retired?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you still join exhibition matches?
So when I retired, I went into managing the players, but I didn't go into coaching. I didn't do anything engaging in the field per se, in practices and games. So I was helping the players, kind of like a big brother off the pitch,
right?
Like a guidance counselor / you know, strength and conditioning, nutritionist, and the recovery guy. You know, they just called me if they have girlfriend or marital problems, just to help them out. Because I was always the closest guy to the management. I'm like in between. So it is a hard transition, to be honest, from accepting that okay, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I can't run as fast or play anymore. But you know, teaching and helping the young guys to get to the next level is where my forte was. And I realized that when I retired. You know, it's very hard. It's very hard because you're
sure,
in the top of the game, being one of the best players in the country, and accepting that fact. Wow, it was tough. But you know, I've had 4 knee surgeries in the past. I had 3 ACL reconstructions. So I went through a couple years. During the prime of the Azkals, I wasn't part of that. I was off the pitch and watching these guys play. They were playing against David Beckham. I was on the sideline crying. You know, but you know, all that made me the person who I am today.
What is one thing that you would want to change, if any, in your football journey? Perhaps maybe the ACL.
I wouldn't want to change that. I mean, I had 3 ACLs, but that taught me so much off the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, it taught me about everything about life outside the pitch. So that helped me in transitioning how to about injury prevention.
Right.
About proper nutrition, about proper, you know, build up to the game, how to be prepared at that moment, how to switch on basically whenever the time is right.
What is one valuable lesson or one advice, your number one advice that you would like to tell aspiring football athletes?
Ooh, I would say number 1 is sleep well. Focus on your sleep.
People take that for granted.
Exactly. People think they can just go in and be like zombies and go play. That's what I did, you know. And that's one thing I regret playing. I went through the whole experience, and now I'm teaching that to the players these days. So all the little twerks here and there, whether it's sleep number 1, nutrition, and then of course the injury prevention stuff goes hand in hand with what you're gonna do 2 hours a day on the pitch.
Right.
Yeah.
After retirement, is there any goals or ambitions that you want to pursue outside of football?
Wow.
I know that you're doing the ice bath now. Maybe there's some other things that you want to pursue.
Well, for me, it's basically building a community with the whole. The ice bath is just a tool. It's just part of your regimen, like you're brushing your teeth every day, or like you're working out every day. It's part of it. It's kind of like a workout with less poundage in your joints, right? That's it. But it's something that uplifts people from all walks of life. But it's something that keeps us grounded and keeps us in this mental state where we're actually here, present, and engaging in our relationships with our family, our friends, our loved ones. Because with modern day society, we're never present. There's too much stress going on.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the usual routine of the ice bath. But first, Ali, you have to explain to us the usual routine, because I know there's like a science behind you know, like the ice bath. There's like a time limit also that you have to take care of.
Correct.
So maybe you can explain to us what that is about.
Yeah, basically, I think everyone has a different stress response. You know, so some people can go in the ice straight up. Like women generally, they're really good. They're really controlling their emotions and senses. Like yogis especially, they control their breathing. So that means their stress resilience is really good. So they can just go into the ice anytime they want and not get shocked. They're able to control their breath. For people like us, like men, we're so like gung-ho, like we want to fight it and all, and just like, oh, that's the wrong way to do it. You have to let go. You have to breathe, let go, focus on the long exhales in there. And let the stress come, but you're adapting to the stress. And that's where the magic happens actually.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your company, what its vision is.
Yeah, so basically Aly Borromeo Wellness is my company that's focused on recovery, rejuvenation. So I teach athletes or anyone from all walks of life how to recover properly.
Okay, great. So what is the science behind the sauna, mixing the sauna and the ice bath in one routine together?
Basically, our bodies are like a thermostat itself, so it likes it likes hot and cold. So the whole adaptation process is where you fix the stress out, right? You want to breathe out all that stress, and you get into the ice. And it's only a minute and 30 seconds of hell. You're gonna try to survive, but of course I'll guide you through the whole process. I'll guide you through the breathing, and before you know it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting in 0 degrees in Antarctica in all this ice, and
It is freezing!
yeah, it's like nothing afterwards. So your body's gonna basically adapting to the stress. That's where the magic happens.
Okay, so what is the sweet spot of the time limit?
I would say 2 to 5 minutes at
Okay.
2 to 5 degrees Celsius is the sweet spot. So if you're a beginner, 2 minutes is okay already. That's pretty good. But if it's like really cold, like my tub here, then even 1 minute you'll get the benefits. You'll get the immune system function better. You'll get your circulatory system going. Plus you're just boosting your mitochondria. It's like a jump start to your cells of your powerhouse. So you're able to go and get that energy going again. So it's gonna change your perspective on life, but only for a minute and 30 seconds. That's all it takes. And after, you'll feel like a new person.
All right, well, that was a very insightful conversation, Ali. But before we let you go, we have a very fun game. It's called
Yeah.
Fill in the Blanks.
Okay.
First question. The toughest opponent I ever faced on the field was?
Oh my God. Wow, that's
Top of mind. Top of mind.
my best friend Eddie Malyari, who I can't beat 1v1.
Eddie!
1v1, I cannot beat him.
Shout out to Eddie.
Yeah, he's probably that fool, that guy, yeah.
Okay, if I could go back and play one game over again, it would be the game against blank.
Indonesia in the semifinals of the 2010 Suzuki Cup. So after we beat Vietnam, we qualified for the semifinals against Indonesia. So we played 2 games at Jakarta, which is unlucky for us because no one expected us to make the semifinals, so they couldn't prepare a home venue for us. So we had to play 2 away games.
Oh my
And we lost
gosh.
1-0 both games, but I would go back and do those matches again.
Okay, next, the best prank I ever saw pulled in the locker room with my teammates was when?
Oh wow! One morning, I think they put a prank on me. They had one of the ball boys dressed up as me, the kid headphones and everything. Like he walked out like exactly at me, curly hair, and like, oh, it was the funniest thing ever. And then like I was half asleep. I was wondering what was going on. And then everyone was just laughing their asses off because like he came out of the Borromeo jersey with the kit and then like like bonging there, and then like it just brightened up everyone's day, and then like
That is so funny.
hilarious.
Okay, if I weren't a football player, I would probably be
Probably be playing in the PBA. Basketball has always been my second love. So
Okay.
I actually play basketball like 3-4 times a week now.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, the one piece of advice I would give to my younger self would be?
So wow, I would say like, you're accountable for every second of your life. It's up to you. When you wake up in the morning, it's up to you if you want to feel stressed or not. We just go about our things. We're always thinking about, like money and all these, all these nonsense stuff that we have to deal with. But when we have time for ourselves and we figure out why we're here, like why we're here in this earth, is amazing.
My last question is, the teammate who could always make me laugh was? I think I know the answer to this question. Can I guess?
Who?
Eddie Malyari.
Eddie always. Eddie's one of them, yeah. I remember one time we were on the pitch and we were playing in Cambodia, and Eddie has a big mouth. He's just talking and talking. He was so stressed about the game. From the locker room all the way till the kickoff, he was just talking like, oh my God, are these guys hard? Are these guys so, number 10 is gonna kick my ass. What's he do? Like, he was just like panicking. I was like, dude, let's just play. Let's just win this game, man. But I have to give a shout out to Anton De Rosario. He's my best friend too, and we're so different in that sense, but we get along so well. So when we play together, it's like no one can surpass us.
All right, well, that's it. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Ali. We've picked up a lot of insights from you today, and it was nice catching up with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Erika.
All
Thanks a
right.
lot.